Ooh, if you get left a little bit longer, I was about to start bobbing.
Oh,
Yeah, I literally just... You've probably seen it in a video.
I feel like people whose lives end abruptly, they become ghosts. Because you're not ready for it.
Oh, we're on spiritual sense. Oh, okay.
All right?
Where'd it go?
No! I'm so angry. My whole life, I've been held back from emotions, and left out of stuff, and people say I'm not assertive, I'm not confident, da 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 da. And all it was I sort of self-diagnosed with autism and ADHD. It's like you sort of run back all the shit in your life, and you're like, no wonder. Was Davos founder Klaus Schwab's father Hitler? Finish the sentence. Welcome back to What Nonsense. We are joined today by Josip, and that was Timmy. We are down one man. Mikey's away. He's sick. Poor thing. He's not feeling well. He really wanted to be here, but just couldn't get himself here. Also, I don't want him here because I always fall sick. I've got the worst immune system on earth. But might be fun for us two to just talk some crap. Now, we were going to talk about AI. It was all going to be revolving around AI, but a lot of that I would have liked to involve Mikey, so we'll do that next time. Let's...
Still no.
Never will. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about killing the show and tell, but you brought something in.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see what you've got to show us.
Where'd it go?
No!
Yeah.
Did he do it?
Yeah.
Did he get anything? No, okay.
Thank God.
Oh my God, you have no idea how lucky you are, my friend. This dog.
God.
Now you've got a show and tell. I've also got a show and tell. This little
I
mother.
think that's saved by
This
the
guy.
other little one. What's that?
That's his.
What's the other little toy?
That's his toy.
Yeah, what is it?
It was what's left of I think it was a reptile or something.
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
it looked like a lizard or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was hacking at that, so this would have been next.
Oh my God, that had my heart going. I thought, oh shit, he's had a go at it. Oh, okay. Oh. Please, sir, tell me about your friend here.
Yeah, Garfield. See,
Garfield.
it's still intact. No bite marks. I think
Yeah,
it's
thank God. Jesus.
next on the menu. Feels a bit wet.
My heart's shaking. Oh.
That's all right. Yeah, well, I grew up with Garfield. So this was, I think I was 1 year old when I got it.
1 year old, 1981?
Yeah, I'm old.
1981.
Yeah, 1981.
Still in good nick. You keep everything very well.
Well, no, thanks to my mum then as well. She
Yeah,
would have had to store it, put it away. You know, toys that we sort of don't think we'll ever want to look at again. And thanks, Mum, for saving it. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very nice.
Still got my old Garfield little comic books as well.
Yeah. You showed them.
Yeah.
At one
Still
point.
got them. So, but yeah, could have brought his little companion. I couldn't find it. My little Chucky doll.
All right.
Yeah.
Come in a little bit. You are
Oh, it might be too
somehow
far.
managing to get out of the frame.
The dog just scared me a bit.
Yeah, this is my little show and tell.
Where's
He's there's the head.
Okay.
Luke Skywalker. He ate Luke Skywalker. He didn't even get the
separate this now, or the head's just sitting there somewhere in the cupboard drawer.
No, the dog got it.
Oh, really?
The dog destroyed this
When?
on Thursday morning. I absolutely lost
you got some dog hair on it.
I lost my head.
Oh, God.
He lost his head. I lost my head.
Oh, head was just a pop up, but the arm was literally
Lost the arm, lost the foot.
Oh, look at the foot.
A hand.
Yeah,
Oh.
all on one side too.
I nearly murdered the dog.
How old's this?
It's not even my dog. It's my mum's dog. Yeah, you.
How old is it?
Cocking his head at me. How old? That was from when I was a kid. Like, that was Return of the Jedi, Luke. So that would have been 84, 80, 85, 84. No. 79. 82, 85? Was it?
Still.
No, 77, 80, 83.
Is that 83? I don't remember the day.
Or 84. Far out, 84.
Have a look.
84. We'll look it up. I'll put it up.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Long time ago.
So you would have just cried again. I with you with the dog and all that.
I went in the shower, came out, and I found that.
Yeah, it didn't even leave its face. You can see it's all the paint's ripped off it. Looks just
Yeah. Luke is dead.
like a strigoi. Oh yeah.
It looks more like Anakin at this point.
Can you glue it?
I have the high ground, Anakin.
I have the high ground.
Stop moving. You're
It's
noisy.
Like it's gnawed it apart.
Yeah. See, he's gone. He's gone.
It's like a second knee on the one leg he's got. Yeah, it's just fallen. Rest in peace, mate.
Yeah. R.I.P. Luke Skywalker.
Oh.
Thus concludeth show and tell. Let's put that away. All right. Back to this.
So where do you get it from? Was it sitting on a shelf?
It was on my shelf, and he got up into it.
Oh God.
That's actually not even the first one he got. He got Admiral Akbar at one point in time.
It's a trap.
Oh, that was a while back, I think.
It's a lot. Yeah, lost the back of his head. So it no longer looks like.
Do you have any other Star Wars figurines? Because you know the next then.
Huh?
No,
yeah. Nah, he only does. He's randomly awful. Yeah, but typically he's pretty good. I've been training him. He's getting better mostly. It's a struggle.
Yeah. We'll talk about that again when he attacks the third one.
Yeah, we'll see. I should. I'll take him off the show.
Well, I nearly did.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take him
probably.
off the show.
Can you put him up higher?
Yeah. Lesson learned. All right, moving on.
Ooh, if you get left a little bit longer, I was about to start bobbing.
Oh,
Yeah, I literally just. You probably see it in a video. I think I did a sort of a half one of it. And
you
then I'm
remember?
subconscious. I'm like, no, what am I doing? So if it went for another second, yeah, would have got a full revolution. Yeah. You missed it.
God damn it, Mom! God, I hate you guys.
So it won't happen again.
God damn it,
Just don't increase it by 2 more seconds.
all right. Today's quote of the day. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Now, that's just because my AI plans went haywire, so now we just have to wing it.
Huh?
Responsive to change. Yeah. What do we do now?
Expand on your quote.
Expand on my quote.
Yeah.
Well, it was just because shit was changing, so I'm like, I was thinking we could just. I've got a new.
Eureka.
Eureka! I've got a new segment for you. I think you'll like it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you'll like it.
Cockney, was it?
I have no
Talking
idea.
to your dog.
Oh, you just.
Yeah.
It's not my dog. It's my mother's dog. My mother.
What about your mother?
Is he calm by nature?
No, he's anxious by nature.
Just
Super
around
anxious.
in a new environment?
No,
Or-
around anything. He
Oh.
particularly hates drains.
But at home, though.
At home, anything outside of the home that he sees move needs to die or
Yeah,
or,
destroy it.
or be, like he's like, "Rah, rah, 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 my God, shut the hell up. But most of the time I can just call him once, like, Timmy, come, and he'll come and stop. He's gotten a lot better, sometimes he'll just go ballistic, absolutely ballistic. All right, I'm looking for. What are you doing? You're about to find out. Okay, new segment incoming.
Oh, that's right. Where's next bit? Yeah, nah, Sheila.
Yeah, nah.
Sheila.
So yeah, I was like doom scrolling one point over the last week. Came across a couple of videos that was just yeah, nah. So I thought you'd be into these.
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's shitting himself.
It's insane. That's a woman, I'm pretty sure. She's.
Either way, you just shit yourself.
That's just insane.
Look how big it is.
Have you seen this one? The glass case.
Pushes it all the way through, I think.
Yeah.
Doesn't break it, but it pushes it through, separates the layer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an old one, this one, but yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it old? I just saw it like last year.
These.
There's no reinforcement at all.
Yeah, fucking with nature.
Is that a show? Is that a show?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's packing shit. What do? Oh, it comes. Yeah.
Straight through it.
Well.
It was just lucky the perspex stayed on the other side, but stayed between him and the shark. And then look at he panics like hell. I can't believe he doesn't get eaten alive because the way he's like panicking the whole time, and then he gets off and he's like splashing and swimming as fast as he can, but not gently at all. He's just
stop flapping.
I'm just like, oh, stop! You're gonna get eaten.
Yeah.
That's the worst mistake.
I'm an injured seal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, he's not trained. You think we'll be any better? Seriously?
Oh no, I would have done the exact same
that?
thing. I would have done the exact same thing.
And we're seeing the big flippers, just splash more.
Like
seal fins, yeah.
Get me out! Get me out!
That's just got me anxious thinking about it. Oh, sorry, little one. What was that? Yeah. No, it's just got me anxious thinking about it. No way.
Yeah.
No, that's
yeah,
just...
nah.
Yeah.
Oh.
2 seconds into playing it, just wanted to say loud. No way. No, it's stupidity. Fucking with nature, man. Look, great white. It seemed like it was really hungry.
You do see those videos of like women, not just women, random women swimming with sharks, and like they're like, I saw a really good one where she explains, like, look, I'm swimming away from it, and it's like just like coming up to her, and then she stops and turns around and just like,
they push
the nose
guide
away,
them
guide them away. Don't swim away. Don't act like prey.
Yeah,
basically.
So what you'd actually want to do is not splash, turn around, face the animal, and maintain eye contact. With tiger sharks, you can place your hand on the top of their head, push down gently, and that will redirect them away from you.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those ones.
Yeah.
Sort of
so as much as I've
calm down.
Yeah, calm down. face it. Don't splash.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, what's her employment history? Those ones are probably like, oh yeah, we just work at SeaWorld and deal with sharks all the time. Just second nature to them, just in their car.
I'm sure these people spend a lot of time in the ocean. That's the number one reason. I do not like the ocean at all. Just the thoughts of
would you
what
freak
is below.
out being in the ocean at night, midnight?
During the day, if you just plop me in the ocean, I'm just
So in that sense, we'll be the same as that.
Like
second is there, we thrash around like a injured seal.
I snorkeled once in Thailand.
Yeah.
And
as most do.
But no, there's not really any sharks there. Even with that knowledge, I was still fairly nervous.
Really?
Yeah. But like in Australia, if I get out in the ocean and I'm beyond sort of waist depth, I'm cacking myself.
Nah, so you got to treat like what is it, Jaws 2? Where you got to make sure there's a lot of other people that are further out offshore, in a sense. They're like your warning screams. Yeah.
Make sure the surf is further out.
Well, you're lucky you're in Melbourne, not Perth.
Oh yeah, there's heaps more there, right?
Yeah, shark attacks all the time.
Yeah.
So,
I knew a guy that got eaten by a shark.
Still alive.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. A director I worked with.
Sorry to hear about that.
It was horrible. He, oh my God, I can't even remember his name right now. Oh my God, that was so long ago. It was like 10, 12 years ago or something like that. And he was a lovely guy. He was a New Zealander, and he was
surfing or just
he was an avid swimmer, and so he was swimming from cape to cape or something like around
okay.
From a beach to another beach.
Yeah.
And he swam right into a feeding frenzy or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't just stalked by one?
No. Apparently there was a bunch of them.
Wow.
And,
okay.
Yeah, that was horrible. His
unfortunate. Wow.
family was there. I'm not sure if they. I think the wife did see, but they couldn't do anything. They saw from far off.
That's torture.
Horrendous.
Yeah, all the ones I hear in it, see in the news and articles is just the shark or people swimming too far out. Just they just get bitten.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't even too
thank
far
you.
out. It was just not. I guess not in an area. It was unfortunate circumstances. It's just. Oof.
Well.
Horrifying fact about astronauts, and now I feel like you also have to learn this fact. I was innocently scrolling through the Wikipedia page for space food when I saw this. When I tell you it never occurred to me that astronauts can't burp normally, I guess now I'm explaining burps. Normally, gravity pulls all the liquid and solids in your stomach down to the bottom and puts all the gases at the top, and then you can burp it out. But because of the lack of gravity, you don't have this luxury in space. It's all together in their stomachs, the liquids, solids, and gases. So if they do burp, it's all of it, which is why they call it wet burping. But you might have figured this out. It also means another horrifying thing. More air is going the other way, which makes this
majority of it
statement
would be that's
extra horrifying, because now you're telling me that astronauts don't shower, exercise 2 hours a day, and are gassier?
Yeah, explosive gas in their man diapers.
I learned a horrifying fact about astronauts, and now I feel like you also have to.
Stop. Go from like morbid, shark eating people to just
farts.
To explosive diarrhea in a sense in your nappies.
The fact that it has an odor, like the whole space has a weird odor to it. Like, they can't even deodorize it properly.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I don't want to go to space.
Yeah, no.
I want to go to space. Like space has been a massive fascination for me my whole life.
You just wait for hopefully another decade or two.
Another space station, a
proper donuts, centrifugal force, artificial gravity. Just don't eat on the trip on the way up to there, and you'll be fine.
I saw a woman discussing the science of Elysium. She's this Asian scientist chick on Instagram or whatever, and she was like sort of diving into like how the design of the Elysium. She's like, it looks like it's a really good design. Like it seems as though everything is modular, that it was perhaps built on Earth and sent up there. And she was discussing how it's got a layer of plasma to keep the atmosphere within the biodome, or whatever you call it, within Elysium itself, but it's thin enough to let ships through.
I thought that just the gravity itself would hold it down.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, how do you have an atmosphere in the vacuum of space?
Well, those I can't remember. These were designed. I think I can't quote me on this one, but 60s or something like that. All these ones cylindrical, so you've got the Earth on the outside, so
Yeah.
the force will just pull out, and it's just all sealed anyway. It's just a tube,
Right.
Cylinder.
Or like a
drain pipe,
half
elongated,
pipe.
and just spinning around. Yeah, full pipe, so you can have all the.
so you
can
would
all the way
so,
around.
no, but, she was specifically talking about Elysium. So the design of
I
that.
don't
it's-
remember. Is
it's-
that just half?
So it's a like a U shape and everything. Like there's all the houses and stuff and all around it and
Yeah, I can't visualize.
green
It's
and
been a
stuff.
while
And then
since I've seen it.
it's like
Okay.
just a lid, an open
It's
lid
like
of
half
plasma.
a tire or something.
Yeah, like inside the half a tire. Yeah, half of a tire.
Well, it's still going to be spinning if it's going to create artificial gravity.
Yeah.
And that'll be pushing everything outwards, so it'll hold
Yeah.
everything. But yeah, who knows? Yeah, interesting. That's a while away though. We'll have the tube cylinder one. That's easy. We'll have that sooner.
Oh, just
Yeah.
a contained
Yeah.
torus.
Like a cylinder. So yeah, pretty interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've got to watch that one. Which goes through the whole. Ooh, hello. Looks like you got drunk a bit on that. Did she go through the whole video?
She just
By
it
law,
was,
or
it
just
was
little
just a
sections?
little explainer as to the science of
Hmm.
how that particular design would have worked or how they represented it in the film.
It's been on my mind to watch it again.
It's a good film. I like Elysium.
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
And Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Are they going to do another one?
No, I don't think so. No, it's probably a pretty self-contained film. The one that we always wanted a sequel to was District 9.
Ah, yeah.
That was
yeah.
sick.
Edge of Tomorrow, they're doing one.
I did hear a rumor
She
about
read the
that.
script for it, yeah.
What? Who?
What's her name? The
Emily
manager?
Blunt?
Yeah.
Oh, she's
yeah,
read the script
yeah.
and she's into it?
Yeah. She's
Sweet.
been waiting for it. Basically, that's what the notion of the article is saying.
Come
She's,
on.
she's been waiting for it.
Yeah,
Could be
Tom
hands
will
on.
do it. He's up.
Yeah, I
he's
think
al- he's
no,
al-
just,
he's always
just
up
waiting
for
for
us.
him. No, that's what it was. They're waiting for him because he's doing his Mission Impossibles. He's locked
They
in for
do
that.
the
at that
two
time.
back to back. Yeah, he needs to get those done
So
before
yeah, so
he,
they're just waiting for him, and then they'll.
yeah,
I
they
was
need
like,
to finish.
yes.
They need
Yeah,
to
I love
finish
that film.
Mission Impossible before he turns 80.
What's the last one was out? 8, 9, 10. What was the last Mission Impossible?
The name of it I can't remember, but it
No,
wasn't
but
that-
what
wasn't that
number
long
was it?
ago.
8, 9.
Jesus.
I know there was at least a 6. Was there 7? So maybe it's 8.
Yeah, I think they're doing
It's
8 and
become
9.
like the Fast and Furious, is it? What was the last one? 10? Roman numerals.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh no, 8's the left one.
yeah, 8 will be the next one.
Yeah.
So the current one is 7.
What's the
Next
title
is 8.
for those two? Does it tell you?
This is
Hydro?
no, the last one, that was Ghost Protocol, right? This is Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Part 2.
Okay. Yep. So part 1's out.
Yeah.
There you go.
The only one that really stands out from the bunch is Mission Impossible 2. It was really bad.
No, I don't recall it.
Huh?
How long ago was that?
2000.
Yeah.
It was
no.
John Woo,
Okay.
with the pigeons and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen the last few. So what was the last few?
You haven't seen them, really?
Not the current one. I don't know about
The hanging on the plane.
Yeah,
one.
I've seen that one.
What about the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building?
Yeah. Yep. Seen that. So it's just the current one then.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
have
you've
you
seen
seen
more.
that?
What? The current?
Yeah. The 2023 one.
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
the current. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that too. Cool. And another one, part 2. Okay. Yeah, so they're just waiting for him to have some spare time, but I'm guessing it's back to back with that, doing part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
So that probably won't start until maybe pre-production 25.
I think they were shooting this. They've been shooting both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
They might have had a bit of a break, but and pick that up again and do some more. And although there's the writer strikes, I don't
Is
know.
that
if-
still happening?
Yeah, that's a big thing. It's in my I work in film, so it's a big deal
Hope
at
that
the
doesn't
moment.
affect TV shows. It did it last time.
Yeah,
The
heaps of stuff is on. Oh, you have to
when
tell
was
you.
it? 2008.
You have to tell your niece Wednesday is on permanent hiatus. Sorry, what's her name again? What's your niece's name? Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think it's coming back
Oh, for the second. I haven't seen season 1.
because she was a mega fan.
Yeah, she loved it.
And
Yeah,
then
all the girls did. That I know of.
remember we had that dinner, and I said that there wasn't going to be a season 2 for Wednesday. And
Did you? Okay.
She was like destroyed, and then we looked it up and just like, oh no, it's coming back, and so yeah, now apparently it's
Why?
because of the writer's strike. So
yeah, but I'll stop.
you remember the last writer's strike? Lots of stuff went on hiatus and didn't
Not just
come
that.
back.
Do you remember the TV series? I'm
Yeah,
sure the
yeah,
TV
heaps
series
of
went
TV
from like 22 episodes a season, 20 episodes down to what? I think they
12,
went 13,
10s.
13, 12, and then 10s. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
We lost heaps. We lost lots of good
Yeah,
shows over
yeah.
that break. They just never came
wasn't
back.
that when movie actors started being the main cast in TV series? Didn't that lead to
writer's strike-
that? It sort of started from there.
I
Because
don't know.
there weren't any TV series that had actors that weren't cameos actually.
There
did
were
a whole
some.
series.
Like I remember at the time, it was
Okay.
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip that had. I mean,
You're taking off one off.
it was Matthew Perry, but he's a TV star. He had sort of gone
Yeah,
with movies
yeah,
and then come
no.
back to this TV show.
So.
But I think the
talking about-
standard of shows at that time
Mm.
definitely went up a level. It was the sort of renaissance of TV shows where like you had Heroes, you had Lost, you had Alias, lots of really well-written shows that were doing well and sort of started to attract big name stars. I think even like 24 and stuff like that was around at that time. So you had Kiefer Sutherland.
Mm.
It was attracting more big name actors. After that last writer strike resolved, then yeah, you had heaps of big name actors coming into TV. That's what you're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
good quality TV shows, but
Yeah.
reducing the episode, that sucked.
Didn't they go back up though? Not all. No.
Nah, you got an odd few TV series that sort of kept it high.
The
numbers, but
really
nah,
high
majority
quality
of the
stuff
high,
has to-
high average is, reduce it from 13, 12, 10.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
I guess for higher quality you need to sacrifice quantity.
I think, but then you had, I think, the bigger budget ones. Was it Game of Thrones? That maybe some seasons went 16 episodes or some higher number, but then some went lower. Did they go
What? I
up?
thought
Oh, they're
that's
always
British. They typically go small seasons.
Oh, okay.
I mean, actually, British to typically like
remember.
6 episodes in the season. 12 is like a long season for them. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's HBO, it's an American series, so
Mm.
might have gone 16. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. That probably not because they're 1 hour.
Yeah,
They're
right.
like- so it would have been like
Yeah.
12 or something
Yeah.
standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there are shows out there that are doing, some of them doing 16 episodes.
Okay.
Odd occasional seasons. I think
Right.
it was Outlander had one of them 16.
Right.
And some were 12, 10. But yeah, the writer strike, it didn't really do good in that sense. But yeah, having famous movie actors in TV series, it's like having a movie that you love, but it's like get that sort of quality just about multiple episodes.
But I think because the quality of writing went up dramatically in
agreed.
TV series.
Yeah. I think the budget, they had a bigger budget as well, didn't they?
No, I don't know. I think a few key shows brought attention to TV series.
Yeah.
It gave actors a chance to really dive into characters. Sopranos, that was a big one that really took off in the sort of the
Was that
the
late 90s or early 2000s? Was it?
I reckon late 90s and went into the 2000s.
Have you seen it?
No, I've not.
No.
But I always heard about it. And
I got the box set. I just haven't got around to it. Just TV shows, yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's such a commitment to dive into a new show. Like recently, I did Peaky Blinders. Amazing show. It's so good. And that's British, so they're fairly short seasons, like six episode seasons. But there's still 6 seasons, so that was a commitment. Now, yeah. Oh, that was great. And the other one, the last epic one was C. With
Yeah, I haven't seen the last season.
that was
No.
so good.
I'm gonna watch the last season.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Love
Fantastic.
Jason Momoa in that. It's amazing. I reckon it's his best work.
Oh,
He was
love the show.
It was just
It's
he
up there
really
with my
embodied
favourite.
that character beautifully. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it was.
Yeah.
That was fantastic storyline. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows up there with Breaking Bad, Dexter, all those. Yeah, fantastic. But it's just I gotta watch the
For
fourth.
those who don't know, C is a TV series about a post-apocalyptic future where all of humanity has gone blind, like some time ago.
the virus wipes it out.
A virus has wiped out everybody's sight,
Vision. Mm.
and there are a few random people who have the gift of sight, although in this future it is a curse because you are considered a witch if you can see. And it's just got a sort of almost like a medieval feel to it, but it's in the future, and there's sort of kingdoms and people vying for power, and it's almost like Game of Thrones meets some post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, their
thing.
culture's expanded over over 200 years since the
Right.
virus wiped out the whole
Yeah,
everyone's
and
eyes.
the way
sight.
they move, the way they
Yeah.
interact, everything is brilliantly done. I believe it was set up by the director who did I Am Legend and stuff like that.
Okay.
What's his name?
Yeah, fantastic show.
Oh, he also did Constantine. He's done some really cool stuff. Francis Lawrence, pretty sure.
Are they going to bring another one?
I Am Legend.
Mm.
No, but I think they're doing Constantine 2. Finally. Keanu has been talking about it for a long time, and I think, he's director.
3 episodes. Okay.
Well, because I think he set it up and he did the first few episodes and then handed it off. So I think he was the showrunner on it.
What was the last season? Was it 3 or 4?
3.
3.
Only 3 seasons.
So was the third season not like any? Don't give me any plans. Don't give me anything. Besides,
no, it's
was the
Chris.
quality of season 3
He didn't
as good
create
as
it,
season
sorry.
2 and 1?
Say sorry.
Season 3 was it as good as season 2 and 1?
It was
very
okay.
good.
It was decent. It wrapped it up pretty well. It wasn't a Breaking Bad great ending, but
wasn't
it's hard to end stuff.
Okay,
It is really hard to end stuff.
Yeah, like
It
Dexter.
did-
Have you seen Dexter's ending?
No, I
Oh
never
my
saw Dexter's ending.
God.
Well, I saw the old ending. I haven't seen the.
Yeah, the old ending.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Speedboat
that was
out
bad.
into. Oh, it's just ridiculous.
They wrap stuff up pretty quickly and
that was just
tied a
that
bow
was
and
just
swoop,
stupid.
we're
That
out.
was just stupid.
But I never saw the comeback series.
I think I did one season.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta watch
and
it.
he's like in Alaska. He's a logger or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, haven't seen the comeback season for 24 either, as you mentioned, 24.
Yeah.
earlier.
No.
Yeah.
I never saw the
Season
original.
8 or something. Oh, you haven't seen the original?
I never saw the
Oh,
original.
they're
I never got
fantastic.
into it.
No, they're fantastic.
I wasn't a fan of Kiefer Sutherland. I didn't.
What was it? Lost? Was it Lost Boys?
I don't even think I've seen Lost Boys. Yeah.
Get off the podcast. Get out of here. Seriously.
I'll write it down.
Yeah. 24. Nah,
No,
classic.
I'll review. I need to
Classic series,
find some of
yeah.
these old ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I give Mikey a hard time with stuff that he isn't.
Scroll down for a sec. To the Apple TV. Yeah. Can't wait
Invasion.
for that whole season to finish. Yeah,
Or
season
Foundation.
2, Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah. Fantastic. Have you seen Raised by Wolves? That's a weird show.
I've heard
Yeah,
about it.
good.
But
yeah, it's good. You gotta
it's
watch
not ringing any bells right now. But
I think because since you're going to talk about AI, go watch that. Yeah.
Okay. I just watched I Am Mother again the other day. I Am Mother. Yeah, I Am
Mother?
Mother. I Am
Is it a
Mother.
movie? I am.
The science fiction one. Have you seen it?
Oh, what's her name?
I Am
Not
Mother.
Halle Berry. What's her name? What's her name? Jennifer Lawrence? No.
No.
No, that's that. What's the other one? She's Mother. Oh, I think it was Mother. I Am Mother.
What's her face? Hilary Swank is in it, but it's basically revolves around the girl character.
Cool.
She's raised by a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the robot is mother.
2019. Okay.
You've not seen that?
No, no.
You
I've
must
seen
see
the
that.
trailer.
You must see that. It's really good. It's a good futuristic film.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Do we want to go back to Nas? Or
Yeah. Show me another one.
or-
Show me another one.
Show you another
Yeah,
one?
or two extremes. Let's see if there's a middle ground in these. What is it? I know it's spider, but what type of?
I have no idea what spider it is, but it's
Whitetail or something?
no, that's not a whitetail. Look at the size of its belly. It's massive.
Yeah, it's just. Was it Aussie or? Oh, it's got to be an Aussie. Oh God. God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think
nah.
there's much brain cells for that spider to be chewing off anyway.
Oh.
Seriously, let's do that.
Why do people do these things? That's mental. Like, what if it is poisonous? You haven't, like that guy. I'm sure that guy has no idea.
I'm sure we'll disown him. He's top north of Australia. It has nothing to do with us.
Oh God.
That's idiocracy. I don't know. That's just
Yeah. No.
Exactly. Oh, don't tell me he puts his head in the air. No.
For a 60 centimeter bike area, we've got a 65 centimeter.
Play it back again. I didn't expect it. I just thought. Oh God.
Like one's sneaking up on him. I'm like, oh, that's sneaking up on him, and then he's not paying attention to the one.
Yeah, you knew he can get a quick bite out of him.
Telling you how strong his bite force is. Oh.
He goes back to his pose. Wow. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. The
That's
rugby,
funny.
the
That's
rugby
funny.
guy.
That's funny. He's pissing me out. Just, hey, look at this.
There's a hole in his face.
Yeah. Oh, hilarious.
Yeah. So rugby. Yeah. No.
That's
I'm good. I'm good.
yeah, I like the segment. You can replace it with some other shitty one. Just gotta keep that one in. Yeah, nah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, nah.
I
Sheila.
just gotta keep finding yeah. No.
Oh, I'm sure
There's
it's full
plenty of
man.
people doing yeah. No.
Stupid shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shark. I don't think they tested that out. Right in the corner, just crush the glass on both sides.
He went. No.
Yeah.
He went through the bottom of it.
No, through the corner. So his bite went in the corner, and then it snapped that whole arch of the top bit
Yeah.
for the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Just that pressure because it's glued in.
Yeah.
Oh, stupidity! Just stick with the standard metal cage at least.
Yeah, metal, or at least a frame. Yeah, some like you could have.
This
You
is
could
like a
have had,
glass bathtub.
yeah,
Oh God.
you could have had a metal
No
frame
way.
in the corners, like for
Yeah.
rigidity's sake.
Yeah, you wouldn't see me doing that anytime soon.
Uh.
Maybe with a lot of money and triple cage it or something.
Or the full cage. Like even if
Yeah.
it tries and rams in, it's not going to get you. You just-
Can you do Mad Max style or like have the electric pokers out there with his nose? I don't know, man. That's too scary. I don't know. Sharks.
Mm, yeah.
Imagine that. That's double whammy. You're death by drowning or whatever comes first, and then also being mauled to death by a shark and its razor teeth. So how long would you stay? Would you like asphyxiate? So you'd be drowning and so it's both.
Yeah.
Worst death.
Yeah, you'd be drowning as you're being eaten.
Yeah.
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 Most likely.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And in terror and the fear like that guy.
The absolute terror.
That'll
at
probably
the
kill
end
him.
of
Probably
your
give him
life.
this aneurysm.
Or you just remain a ghost. I feel like people whose lives end abruptly, they become ghosts. because you're not ready for it.
Oh, we're going to spiritual sense. Oh, okay.
Right? Like,
Oh, the energy is what they're saying. That you see it always in the movies depicted. It's a lot of the energy released. So just, and it's, yeah.
that's, and particularly in horrific circumstances,
Okay,
it's
okay.
like, yeah, people stick around, I reckon, in that case. Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know. Spirits, we'll say. I don't know if people want to say them the same, but spirits. I'd rather call it spirit, yeah. I don't know. I think energy, they say that we're all the same, just we're in different phases, you know, so matter and energy all gets recycled. So I think maybe that our soul entity, we used to call it, maybe has a power to stay around, linger around. I don't know how long, but yeah, I think there is. I think there's some other forces that we're not aware of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what about the sixth sense? Like, you know, we know when someone's watching us. You know, is that just another sensory input that we're ignoring, or is that we actually feeling the energy in the field that there's a presence there?
I think that's a evolutionary biology kind of thing, where in what's the word I'm looking for? Our history, when we were not in houses and stuff like that, we had to have an awareness of what was going on around us, and if something was targeting us.
Yeah, but biology would mean the evolution of a sensory input. So we're actually feeling it by sensory, not by some phenomenal, you know, we have telepathy or something.
It would be some sort. It would be a form of telepathy. I feel like that.
Oh, okay.
That it's like
okay.
it's like when eyes are gazing upon us, it's as if we have another sense that goes, yeah, no, somebody's targeting you.
Yeah.
You need to be aware.
That's what I sort of feel, but it's sort of like we can detect the aura,
Yeah.
a sense of the presence, because I believe we all have auras.
Don't you think
And
an
we
aura?
resonate.
Isn't an aura like if you look at like the
Aurora
hippie,
borealis?
the hippy dippy stuff? Isn't that's an aurora?
Yeah, but
An aura, isn't that meant to be sort of around you?
the energy field.
Yeah, but I feel like people can know that people are looking at them from even a long way away, like that. I don't feel like an aura would project that far. I think just the set of eyes staring at you is a different thing.
Oh yeah, eyes of the soul. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
like they are the roots of the soul, and the I don't know. You can see evil in people's eyes. You can see kindness in people's eyes. You
Could be a bit of both.
and I feel like we can even sense people's eyes when they're not looking at it. We're not looking at them.
But yeah, no, I do believe it. I do believe it. Just a wish you sort of, besides, I think the people have devoted their lives to meditation, you know, that we can tap into it easily, like, you know, to our other senses. But I know that's where going back to the Series C, because they've got heightened abilities from not
Their sense
seeing
of
anything.
touch, their hearing
yeah.
was incredible. Well, and they almost have superpowers at times. Yeah.
Yeah, but it also showed you the ones that had the vision, that how their eyes betrayed them.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that they take for granted their vision, so they're not paying attention to the sounds. Anyway,
What's next on the
what's his next?
list? Felt a bit weird. Your kids.
It's quiet.
Oh no, it's quiet.
So this evening I had a webinar with Vin Jiang. I think that's how you used to say his name. Hi Vin. It was good to meet you. Well, I didn't really meet you. You did the talking. It was great. It was really good. It was pretty much a nearly 2 hour sales pitch for his masterclass. It was supposedly a masterclass, but it's more of a sales pitch for the masterclass. But he gave out some really good information and stuff. You'll know the guy. This dude. Oh, yeah.
In this particular video, we're going to focus on vocal image.
It was great. It was a some good tips and ways of looking at communication and stuff like that. Because obviously, I need to improve in communication because I'm communicating with people, or trying to anyway. So the ums and the ahs, really have to try and stop that stuff. super distracting. He showed one video of this one guy. He came out to discuss something that happened in a class or something like that, and literally every 2 words was an or an ah, and it was brutal to listen to. You could hardly listen to the guy, and then he just said, don't do that. And then like 10 minutes later, he tried again, and he was a million times better. And then he got off stage, and everybody clapped and cheered and stuff like that. And apparently he gets off stage and he's super disappointed with himself. And Vin's like, what's going on, dude? Like, you were great. It's like, what's the problem? And the guy's like, I'm so angry that my whole life I've been held back from promotions and left out of stuff, and people say I'm not assertive, I'm not confident, and all it was ums and ahs. And that brutal reality of something so simple and not realizing it, not having that self-awareness of how he spoke was enough to sort of unravel his whole past. Like he's just like, that's kind of like when I sort of self-diagnosed with autism and ADHD. It's like you sort of run back all the shit in your life and you're like, no wonder. So, but anyway, he was utterly disappointed at that. But then Vince just like, but at least you know now, and you can change going forward. So like these things like this, I really enjoy seeing. And it was really good. Yeah, thanks, Vin. It's good. I won't be paying for the whole class, but it seemed like it would be worth it. But I don't have that much money. I'm spending all my money on this stuff, So he talks a lot about like vocal range, like your voice is an instrument.
Yeah, I think it's the last video I saw going around was he was ending in a high pitch, ending in a lower tone at the end of his sentence.
I ended every sentence on a high pitch. I've been studying communication for the last 10 years, and I'm certain that I'm going to be able to help you solve all of your communication problems. A very common thing we do here in Australia. So if I end my sentences on a lower pitch, watch what happens. I've been teaching communication now for the last 10 years, and I'm certain I'm going to be able to help you solve all of your communication issues. What a crazy difference. And that's just the ending pitch. If you're not aware and you keep ending on a higher pitch, like this, then everyone's going to question your authority. And often we do this in Australia out of a beautiful place because we want to be humble.
No, he's got some interesting videos out there. His
He's got some great stuff. Do you know he came up as a magician?
Oh, okay.
Right. Asian heritage. So he studied accounting, and he had like 6 months left to go, and goes to his dad and it's like, I'm gonna quit and do magic. And apparently his dad supported him. Like he was like his story, he told it much better than I did. But I'm sure he was definitely not expecting his dad to support him at all. But he did, and he went into magic. But he was terrible. I mean, he was really good at it. He became skillfully very proficient. Like he did some magic tricks and stuff in the webinar. He's amazing at magic. But what he failed to do was to communicate well. So his shows, the way he explains is like, if you are skilled, 10 out of 10, if your communication level is only a 2 out of 10, what do you think people are going to think your skill level is? Do you think they're going to think it's 10 out of 10 or 2 out of 10?
Probably figure it doesn't imply that I just won't have the attention span for it. They don't care about it, so it'll be low.
Low, yeah, because it doesn't come
100%.
across.
Yeah.
So you need it. If you, as he learned, as soon as I brought my communication level up, I started blowing up. Yeah, well, yeah, showmanship is a big part, eh?
Yeah. By language and the speech, yeah.
Yeah, so he eventually did become successful at the magic stuff, and then I think he went into talks after that, keynote speeches, stuff like that. So yeah, he's done well for himself. And then he did lots of work for Microsoft and like he does keynote speeches to big companies to get them to be able to communicate better with each other, therefore upping their game, you know. And after that, he decided, I want to actually reach more people. So that's when he started his YouTube channel and started doing more broad-based stuff across to reach more people. So I think his base is mostly in the States for this sort of stuff.
No, I like him. I like the way he presents himself and talks.
He's good. Vietnamese heritage.
Yeah.
Good dude. All right.
Conspiracy. I've only been looking at them quite a bit lately. Which one is it? I'm trying to think. Bluebeam's that sort of worn down a bit, or is that reared its head again? No.
I haven't been looking at anything actually, but
okay.
not really, not particularly. Well, because we're supposed to be talking about nonsense conspiracy theory stuff. So actually, I've got a whole folder of conspiracy theory stuff. We can just dive in there. Just randomly dive in.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. Just spin the flat Earth and
spin
poke
the
the
dial.
spot.
Yeah.
Just throw another conspiracy.
No, not flat Earth. We don't believe in flat Earth. Well, he might. I'm not sure.
No.
He's unconvinced. Cultural suicide, death, Clinton aid. Dead Clinton people. Linked to Jeffrey Epstein, who was found shot and tied to a tree with an electric cord around his neck, despite no sign of weapon. That's a suicide. Do you know how many? Okay. Do you know how many deaths are linked to the Clintons?
Really?
There's
I haven't sort of something that'll be common search.
Have a rough guess
No.
of how many people you reckon are supposed, like, who have sort of died suddenly or disappeared or suicided themselves. Sorry, I can't say that. Unalived themselves. You can't say so much stuff. You can't.
Okay.
Yeah. How many unalived people around
Associated to them?
Directly associated with the Clintons?
I wouldn't know.
Take a wild guess.
50?
I think it's around there.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, there's a ever-growing list of people around the Clintons.
What are you implying?
That I think it's pretty clear what I'm implying. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I'm not associated anyway. Fantastic. I get to live longer.
Have you got a Clinton impression?
Oh, no.
He's a bit of a Texas. You got to do that little bit of a croak in his voice, but not quite Matthew McConaughey. You gotta.
Yeah, you're going there.
Yeah.
Got another one?
With the dish. Okay. What? Nah, maybe not.
No.
Crew members lost their lives. This is Judy Resnick, an engineer and pilot aboard the Challenger mission. In 2013, an eagle-eyed internet user found Judith Resnick, a law professor at Harvard Law School. Some people were a little taken aback by the identical name, age, and likeness, so they started digging. This is Michael J. Smith, also an engineer and pilot aboard the Challenger shuttle. He passed away that fateful day in 1986 at the age of 39 years old. This is Dr. Michael J. Smith, professor of engineering at the University of Wisconsin. This is Sharon Krista McAuliffe, arguably one of the most famous things about the Challenger mission. She was supposedly just a teacher that was picked at random to be one of the astronauts, which made it all the more tragic when she passed away due to the Challenger disaster in 1986. This is Sharon A. McAuliffe, also a law professor who received her degree shortly after the Challenger disaster. Dick Scobie was the commander of the mission. Here's Commander Dick Scobie next to Richard Scobie, the CEO of Cows and Trees. Here's his company's original logo. It's a cow, but it's not in a tree. It's strapped to a rocket, and gee, that jet stream kind of looks familiar. In fact, just in case I wasn't making it clear, the top picture is the Challenger ship shortly after exploding. Sorry, no. Astronauts Ronald McNair and Ellison Onizuka both passed away when the Challenger shuttle exploded. Miraculously, it was found out that they both had twin crew members.
Twin brothers.
This is Judy Resnick.
Who knows?
That's incredible.
But there's a lot of videos out there where it's showing you that like the doppelganger, sorry.
But the same name.
Yeah, I don't. For
What are the odds of having
reason
the
then?
same?
What reason?
Because they reckon when the Challenger, here we go, conspiracy theory time. When the Challenger blew up, but I think
That's
it led
strange,
to I think it
right?
led to the downfall of
I
the
don't know
shuttle
what
program.
politics.
They didn't build anymore. They just sort of
Yeah, possibly.
set them up
But
intermittently.
it'd be odd. Just fake their deaths and just keep their names and continue. No one will notice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Possible. What are your thoughts? Do you think you believe that's them? It's them.
The likeness is incredible. The name is incredible. The fact that like two of them suddenly have twin brothers that show up. Like, okay, it's
Yeah.
So
far-fetched.
I mean, look.
There's something going on there.
Okay, so look, you and I, you have often brought up how NASA fakes stuff.
Yeah.
They fake heaps of stuff. You were at one point trying to say that that would maybe explain for flat Earth, but I believe it just more makes sense
No,
just
it's not
for
what narrative,
publicity.
but you're sort of on it. It's that they've lost credibility. So when you see something like that, it makes you think, yeah, there's something not right. It's like, what's the probability of that happening
Yeah.
without like any intervention, human intervention? Manipulating and faking things.
Oh, have you seen the one of the rat crawling on the outside of the shuttle?
Yeah, that's streamed for a lot of other things like bubble, and air, and other things. Like it's been filmed underwater.
Yeah, and wire cables on people on cables and stuff.
Maybe it's just to save money when they just need to record certain scenes for the kids.
Yeah, right.
Usually
Yeah,
showing
it's just for publicity.
scientific sort of experiments and little things in space.
And same reason why they like.
We're just recording it from a studio on Earth, not in orbit.
Yeah, and lots of photographic evidence. Like back in the 60s, they were faking and reusing, and because it's just you need content.
Yeah.
Even back then, they needed
Some
content.
Political
Get it
agenda.
out. Yeah, we don't. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. Even though they are going into space and all that sort of jazz, it's like it's too hard to shoot stuff and get the film back and or like what it's the logistics around it are so much harder than just doing it here.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like they used to do their spy reconnaissance.
Which reminds me of the Oppenheimer stuff, not Oppenheimer, but the footage of the atomic bomb stuff. Have you seen that?
What specifically?
So do you remember seeing footage of houses?
The car's there, the car's not. That's the one.
So
prior to the explosion, all of a sudden the car just disappears, and it's just
and like how come
the
camera doesn't get wiped away? How come it's not getting radiated? How come it's not like yeah.
It's come mainstream more.
All right, we ran out of space. I don't know where we left off.
Oh, meeting.
Oh, and you're
sorry.
eating. Let's. All right, cool. We're gonna wrap this up quick. We've got about half an hour,
Some water.
and we're gonna do a couple more conspiracy theories. We were talking about Challenger, and space.
No, you moved on from that.
And no, we didn't. We did the space, the rats in space.
No, you went Challenger, then you went Poison, I think.
Oh yeah, we talked about mushroom. Yeah, the mushroom lady.
Yeah, Poison.
But never mind.
Yeah.
We'll see if she allegedly killed them or not. All right.
Basically, and he came at a time of crisis, an economic crisis. He rose out of that crisis. Hitler, believe it or not, then proceeded to, out of that crisis, take control of the government, the schools, the media. He took over the medical industry. He took over the science industry, again, the education, all of it. He took over the transportation industry. And then he began to promise everybody utopia, a 1,000-year Reich, if you let him do this new regime, this new Third Reich. And then he even promised people that he was, believe it or not, this is incorrect, that he was going to get rid of pollution. He was going to save the animals. He was going to save the tree. He promised the world, the utopia, and all that stuff. If your listeners and viewers are paying attention, all that I just described is exactly what Klaus Schwab is bringing to the planet. All he did was take the third Reich and changed it and called it the fourth industrial revolution. You need to call it what it is. It's the fourth Reich. This is what this guy is up to, and this is the missing piece that people need to get.
Okay, so you know who Klaus Schwab is?
Yeah. That's more
WEF,
powerful.
right?
Yeah.
World Economic Forum. Do you know his lineage? Have you heard about that? I believe he's he's related to Roosevelt, or was it? No, oh wait, or it was like a high-ranking Nazi actually, I believe. Was Davos founder Klaus Schwab's father Hitler? Finish the sentence. Hitler's confidant.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
It was like a high-ranking Nazi official.
Okay.
Eugene Schwab, but high up enough that and like very closely related. Anyway, that's father. That's not father. That's his dad. It's like his granddad, or uncle. It's his dad. And he's in charge.
It's more so the actions. Look what he's doing.
Have you seen him in that spacesuit thing?
No, show me.
Like,
I'm intrigued. The spacesuit.
It looks like a Nazi spacesuit. It's
Go, show me.
This thing. It came up. Okay.
That's cool.
They even comped him with.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is some. Like, who dresses like that? Like, I mean, it looks pretty menacing. And what are these symbols going on? Like symbology. Have you looked into symbology much? Like, I think it was not World Economic Forum. It was like ASIO or something like that. It's some like world government get together. And the logo was basically like a redesign of the swastika.
Okay.
It was but it was florally, and it doesn't look exactly like it. But if you just sort of fade between the two, it's like, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's crazy. But yes, this is a man who wants to tell us how to live.
Well, he's getting his way at the moment.
Yeah. Well, because he's got the what do they call him? The world young global leaders or something like that. So the Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau.
Yeah,
he's one of them. He came up through the WEF, and I believe I think he even Klaus Schwab said is on record saying we have Canada. Like a lot of the people within the cabinet are their young global leaders.
Okay.
Yeah, just straight up say that. It's
so
we have Canada, and you can see it in their policies, like the way the truckers strike. They were shutting down bank accounts.
Anyone who was funding them, giving
anybody
them
who
money,
was it wasn't even funding necessarily, showing support. Like
they called it funding them, but they repossessed their trucks. I think they sold them.
It was insane.
Yeah. So how far in the future do you think that will be introduced to 15-minute cities? In the Western world.
With Melbourne signed up for it.
But how soon?
You can see the way they're designing all the suburbs. Every suburb kind of gets its own shopping center, its own shops, its own schools. And I guess the way the economy's going, you keep increasing the prices of everything. You just keep encouraging people to stay close to home anyway. I don't know. I'm not really making a great point, but
No, but it's already been happening in the small sense, you want to say. You know, people that live close to a massive shopping centre, they sort of don't venture far from it. They've got all the needs there.
Mm.
You know, like Chadstone, you know, if you're so close, you got pretty much everything there.
Didn't petrol go up to like
Recently?
$2.40?
When?
I saw a news thing today. $2.40.
Maybe some one suburb, I don't know. Here was pretty cheap.
Oh, okay. It might have been old. I don't know. Might have been an old
180,
clip.
something like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
240.
old clip.
Nah, it must be old. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit far. But 15-minute cities, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to implement it here because Australia's so big. Everything's far away. Even
No, they actually can start zoning it. They do it already with schools. Like we're so close to one of the primary schools. So, you're too far out of the zone. I'm like, which I can knock neighbours. Like, live so close. Like, no, if you want to go there, you've got to get permission from your once in your zone, write a letter and say why, and maybe get to the other zone. So they can start doing it with other services, dentists, certain shops, you know.
well, I feel like
they can do it bit by bit.
well, I feel like life circumstances is forcing it as well.
Oh, that's been happening for a long time prior to this guy. Everyone sort of, you know, stays around their massive shopping centre. Us was High Point, massive one.
Yeah.
You go around if you live there and you go to the close shops, you know, relatively close. But yeah,
But it's not locking you in. I mean, it's not forced yet.
That's what I'm saying. Certain schooling is at the moment, but
They've done it in
besides that,
UK.
other stuff.
Certain suburbs have like literally put in blockades.
I said the one where you see the people protesting,
people removing them, breaking them. But yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It's insane. Yeah, and it's hazardous. Like, imagine if the neighborhood goes up in flames and you're trying to escape, and people are trying to get out, and you physically can't leave.
Well, they're already doing zoning. They've been doing zoning for a long time already, since I think just shortly after 2005 or something like that. The zone, you can only go in there if you got permission. A corporation, you can't have normal public cars driving through it. Yeah. So they've already zoned it. You know, only so like they'll zone other things. They will be able to do other things outside of the 15 minutes if you've got the money or the power or the people you know. Same with that. You're a corporation, you can go through. You got to pay money.
Yeah.
Sign up, and then you can go through the city and do loops as much as you want. You just pay more.
Yeah.
So they did it here. They're going to start doing it here as well. Eventually, London zoning the city.
Yeah, but
So
it'll have yeah. I guess so.
Pay like a charge, and it'll reduce the number straight away. You see it?
Well, I get they would probably do that as a global warming strategy. We want to. Well, yeah, because they have to convince the public to go along with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we want to reduce the amount of pollution in the inner suburbs and in the city. So we're going to no traffic in the CBD. That'll probably be first. Zero traffic in the CBD. That way we can just make everything trams and bike lanes and stuff.
I'd be happy with that actually. Just make it all bike lanes and
just it won't be hard to sell.
No, because
more nature.
That's for city. That's for city. I don't mind.
And then
make it more nature.
And then it will be the surrounding suburbs. Okay, now they've got their own zone thing going on, and yeah.
Well, there you go. They're gonna. So I was thinking the same thing. They'll make you happy. You'll be happy not to have a house, car, not to own anything.
You will own nothing
and you'll be happy.
Be happy.
I was just thinking about it for a second. Like, if everything's contained, like what is it? The line.
Yeah.
The 100 meter by however the height.
Started building. But,
yeah. I saw the trenches ages ago.
But yeah, so all these things we do it willingly. So because like there are benefits, there are pros and cons.
Yeah. I think people will just acclimate to it. Convenience, just there. Yeah, why not? Ends up becoming the norm. You won't know the difference. The generations to come, you know.
Well, the only problem is, I guess, it's going to restrict travel. People aren't going like the.
There'll still be the wealth. There should be classes.
I believe Australia has already committed to reducing the amount of airplane travel by half. So,
That's bad.
by that
'Cause
virtue, it's
the
going
other
to cost
half
more.
is chemtrails, so that's not a. The other half's not much for the. You know.
I need to take
Population
something
take
back. There was
Ooh, what?
one of the episodes we were talking about climate. Climate came
Yeah.
up, and I said, like, you can't control the weather. You can't control. I said you can't control the weather.
Then I said, yeah,
That's-
you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I heard you, but yeah, you absolutely. They can, they do.
They've been doing
but,
it for
but they don't
centuries.
change. You can't control the climate, but
The
you
weather-
can. No, you can control weather, but not climate. So, because the way they talk about climate, it's a global thing, right? And that system is way too big to fully be able to control.
You do
But you
adjust
can-
the climate.
you can
the plants
adjust-
have been adjusting to these weird cycles, so that it's a temporary climate.
Oh, but that's been okay,
Overcast, constantly change pressure.
that is actual climate change. So the climate is changing. Yes, absolutely.
I was talking about the chemtrails, seeing clouds. But yeah, that's not climate
There's a
change.
different thing. So no, that's weather. That's weather control.
Yeah.
So that's where you only control it in an area. It doesn't control the whole globe.
Ah, you're talking globally. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So because when I said you can't control the weather, I meant you can't control the climate. That's what I should have said, because climate is too.
What's the
is a
difference?
global thing.
What's the difference?
Well, you speak to whenever you talk about climate change and climate scientists, they differentiate it too, because one argument against climate change is to say that the weather changes every day by more than 20 degrees in places, 30 degrees. It goes up and down.
So
in
you mean you can't change the
So
climate, but not the weather? That's what you mean.
we're talking about overall averages, the whole planet. And
But we were talking about
tiny
that point. I
fractions.
don't remember that scene.
I
Was
said
it, were we
weather,
talking
but I meant
about?
climate.
But what was the context of the
I can't
context prior
remember.
for you to think global?
I can't remember. We were
Yeah.
talking about climate change. It came up briefly.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Oh, carbon. Because I said controversial opinion. Carbon dioxide does not cause climate change.
Mm.
So it was specific to carbon dioxide. It's not that I don't believe in climate change.
Yeah.
I don't believe
I know,
carbon dioxide.
But I
is
wouldn't
the cause.
have made that comment based on that context, because I know that the more carbon dioxide you get, the bigger vegetation. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we've
they
seen
just
it
chew it
green.
up and get
It's
bigger.
like-
So that's yeah. I would have made my comment based on some other context, because yeah, more carbon. That is a BS narrative for
Yeah, just
this climate
for
change.
taxes, for money.
Yeah. What was the last one I saw where it was just all the tires burning? Millions of tires.
Yeah,
Where's that? Is that States?
Iraq,
Or was that Iraq?
I
Okay.
think, or
Yeah.
Afghanistan, maybe, or something. Yeah, one of those. It's just
it's a lot.
burning,
It's a lot.
burning.
Mm. But
It looked fake almost. It was that
Oh yeah.
prolific. It was just not prolific. What's the word?
Mm.
It's just masses of tires and
Yeah,
the amount of
inconceivable.
smoke coming off. It looked almost like a pattern.
Mm.
You know, it looked AI generated, but it's not. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Time is changing. Things are changing.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting next 10 years.
Oh yeah. Exciting.
I mean, what are we? 2023 now. The Agenda 2030, that whole thing. So
Mm.
that's 7 years. It's only 7 years, and they want, all the own nothing and you'll be happy stuff. They want all that achieved.
I think they can achieve
But we're doing it.
that
We-
without a fake alien invasion. I don't want to get bombed. I don't want to die. Just do your other little cities and other stuff. I want to survive. I don't want to be bombed.
That's if
Like-
they.
like,
that's,
I think
that's
they
if,
could get-
that's if they want to tear it all down and rebuild, right?
Yeah. It's because
And
there's
wipe
a
it.
revolution happening or something, and they
Well,
might wipe it around. What else would they need to
if you do
bomb
that-
people?
Well, and also if you do that, then you can take out the power grid, and then you can, then people just die really quickly. Like
Yeah, no,
It's-
I get it. I
it's
get
too
it.
easy.
But I don't think there's no need for such extreme measures.
well, if they
They're
do
doing
want
the
to.
changes now that are doing a new
Have
world
you
order.
have you seen the conspiracy theories about like how they talk about the numbers for what they want to achieve in regards to population control?
No. What's the number?
In America alone, 100 million,
What's the current population there?
300 and something, 350. So they want like at least a third gone in like by 2030 or something like that.
30.
Did you see that clip?
2030, that's not far, dude.
Yeah. Did you see the clip of Kamala Harris talking about reducing the population?
Is this an old one or something recent?
Fairly new.
So listen.
If you thought the clip of Mike Pence saying
that's
the
all right,
United
I'll tell you
States
later.
is not his concern because he's running for president was bad, wait until you get a load of this.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Wait a minute. First of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Is this real life?
Straight up.
Well, they're cheering.
Straight up. Yeah. Woo!
Give me more.
Because you need to
What are you
put
meant
it
to
in
do if the majority of the population that's stupid enough just to buy all of it and let it all happen? The rest just have to fend for themselves. That's ridiculous.
Mm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
reduce population.
Yeah,
Boom.
it's so blasé about it.
Yeah.
So,
Just skipped over it.
yeah. But gave enough airtime with the rest of the words you're saying. That's yeah. Yeah.
I misspelled her name. I call her.
What'd you call
It was Kampala. Kampala Harris. Extra word in there. Extra letter.
Decreased population.
We have.
But apparently that's already gonna start happening, or it's already happening, isn't it? Population collapse.
Well, yeah,
beginning of
because
it?
we're not replacing ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why, that's why Australia's ramped up its immigration. Like, it's brought in heaps of people in the last couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, but we kicked out a lot of people.
Who? What?
During COVID, yeah, the lockdown, yeah, they kicked a lot of people out, the visas.
Oh,
And then,
Chinese
and then people
students and
couldn't
stuff.
come in as well. So
No, but the Chinese
I don't think it was
students
just
and foreigners, that they were always temporary.
yeah, but they kicked people out, and then people couldn't come in. And then majority of Victorians, how many people just moved out of state? So they need to open those gates and let how many people come in. They've changed the rules as well for the migrants.
Yeah,
Make it easier.
and up the numbers dramatically.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, on the other hand, you've got the banks making $10 billion profit.
how is that on the other
Commonwealth.
hand?
Not just
Oh, okay.
people struggling, economy, bringing
Yeah.
more people in population. It's not population, it's all the spend chart. It's
bringing
all linked all together.
bringing a population is to pump up. Bringing in immigrants is to pump up the population, so you get more taxes. I mean, because they
more money for the
they
government.
destroy the economy, so
Hmm.
they need to keep bringing them in and more skilled workers. Da, da, da. I don't think they care about if they're employed or not. They just need people. They need bodies.
It's going to be a certain percentage of them that will be employed.
They come in with money, and they come in building businesses.
Yeah.
They
and all the visas, they
they-
make money for all that for them to just even come in the country. Yeah,
it's
it's money for them.
it's building an economy. Yeah,
Mm.
but it's the housing crisis makes it difficult. There's many things coming to a head with the inflation, interest rates, dwindling population.
So yeah,
It's all these things just keep stacking up on top of each other.
still got about 6.5 years left. 2030.
I was good. Well, I just need to pay homage to the AI gods. Oh, let's congratulate AI for helping me to edit these. Blah blah blah. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna finish this.
The cut time.
Yes, it
Post.
cut down about 50%, so it helps. I'm now using at least a couple of AIs to help me along the way. So thank you, AI.
Has it gotten better since you started, or has it just been too short of a time at the moment?
There's only been 2 of them that I've worked with. So let's see how we go on the next one.
Mm.
And I'm, smoothing out my process as we go, and it hopefully gets better. better. Now, I'm tired. I think we should wrap up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or conspiracy.
Or one more. Last one.
Okay, you have one. Another good one.
I don't know. We're just gonna. Oh, we'll have to go back to the
Yeah,
conspiracy.
very
Back to it.
positive future we have, huh? By all this.
What's the what?
I
What?
said a very positive future we have by what you're showing.
Maybe we should finish on something funny. Let's do some base comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Some local comedy, kind of. This is Andrew Schultz. He's American. What?
I'm sorry, but yeah. Is that one funny?
Probably. If
Yeah, just
if
caught
I,
my-
yeah.
caught
if-
my eye. I don't know.
All right, let's do that one. Okay, it's not Andrew Schultz. It's someone.
No, you can go back to that one. Well, start each one.
This he, him, she, her, which you are all speaking.
Those are our gender pronouns, so you know which gender we identify as.
A man, woman. Nailed it. I would like to guess, but there are way more than just two genders. Fascinating. How many genders are there? 72. It's hard to know, really. It's changing all the time. So people can identify with genders different than their natal sex, or with none at all. But why? It's just the way we feel.
No! It was the way we were born.
How they're born until someone tells them. Someone like a teacher, social media influencer. And what exactly are these various genders? Well, there's non-binary, which is someone who identifies as both genders. Doesn't saying identifies as both genders imply that there are only two genders? No, shut up. Oh, I understand, Planet. There are people who are men, and people who are women, and people who are mentally ill.
Oh god, that was a good one.
Oh,
Oh shit.
people who are mentally ill. Oh dear. But that's a whole different can of worms. Yeah. That's not what
Okay.
I plan on showing you.
That's alright. You get to what you're showing.
All right. Let's do
But that was just yeah.
I just learned what an aboriginal was. That's cool. For the last week, I've been walking around like, man, black people out here love picnics, dog. What the fuck? Literally every time on the grass, picnic. Black people in America do not fuck with fields. They got PTSD from that shit. There's a sordid history. You see a black dude on grass back home, he's being tackled by a football player or the police. But either way, dude, I couldn't believe it. And finally, some Australians started explaining to me, like, nah, they're not black, they're aboriginals. We got, like, a real, shitty past with them. It's been very hard to get them to assimilate to, like, white Western culture. And I'm like, what? They're relaxing in a park drinking wine. Mission accomplished, Australia. How white do you want them to be? Give them some fucking cheese and crackers, they're French.
He's funny, Andrew Schultz. He's really great with crowd work, and he obviously loves culture. So wherever he goes, he deep dives into their culture and their way. He likes to get to know them, so he can rag shit on them. He's really clever that way. Anyway, I'm tired. Let's call it quits.
Yeah, why not? Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Peace out, everyone.
Wait. Leave comments. Subscribe. Like. All that sort of stuff. Huh? You mumbled.
No, you'll hear it
Mumbled.
later when you're done.
Oh, what? You
I
meant
said, or don't.
Or don't.
I was
Or
just joking.
don't.
Just yeah.
Yeah, actually, share it. Share it with people you like. Share it with people you don't like. I don't care. Do something like that. Anyway, have fun. See you next time. Thanks for
Peace out.
joining us. You're probably not even listening anymore.
Of course not. No.
No, nobody makes it.
Well,
Anyway,
no.
peace out. Bye.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world. politicians who look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.